Crash the Party, a gender swap romance. Written and narrated by Claudia Kirk. Chapter 1. Jay and Sophie had been dating for 2 years, and by now, as far as Jay could work out, they had had this exact argument roughly once a month. "I just don't understand why you have to go out with her, and why you can't hang out with me instead," said Sophie, crossing her arms. She looked stonily at Jay, narrowing her lips as she did. Jay sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. "You know it isn't like that," said Jay, for what felt like the 50th time. "Me and Ellie have been friends for years, and besides, I wasn't just out with her, I was out with the rest of my friends as well. There were like 10 of us out last night. It's not like I was just hanging out with her one-on-one," he protested. Jay had the sinking feeling that this argument was going to go the way it always went. Sophie would get upset and sulk until he apologised. Then the next time that Jay wanted to hang out with Ellie, he would feel guilty about it, then feel guilty all over again for being a bad friend to her. He sighed. It didn't seem like there was any way out of this mess, and no matter how many times he reassured Sophie that he and Ellie were nothing but friends, it didn't seem to stick. Of course, deep down, Jay sort of wished that they weren't just friends, which was maybe part of the problem. To be honest, he had sort of had a crush on Ellie for several years now, but he'd accepted that it was never going to go anywhere. They had been friends for too long for anything like that to happen. If it was going to, it would have by now, and Ellie had never really made any moves towards him. In fact, as far as Jay could tell, Ellie mostly seemed to date women, which ruled him out of the equation entirely. Several different expressions flashed across Sophie's face, and she looked like she was trying to decide what to say to Jay. He didn't know what she wanted him to do. Well, actually, he did. He knew that she wanted him to simply give up on being friends with Ellie, but that wasn't really fair, he thought, and also it wasn't that simple. For whatever reason, Sophie didn't seem to understand that Ellie was part of his group of friends, and he wasn't about to abandon all of his friends just for the sake of the relationship with her. If nothing else, that didn't sound particularly healthy. He sighed loudly. "What do you want me to do?" he asked, finally. Sophie sighed too, and sat down at the dining table, putting her head in her hands. "You know what I want you to do," she said. "You just won't do it." "Well," said Jay, rehashing the conversation that they had had dozens of times already, "you know it."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?